So Tronsmart are back just after they released their Onyx Ace, which is the toothbrush design of their earphones. We are now seeing a new TWS earphones, and these are the Buds design, and it's called the Onyx Free. And today I'll let you know everything I can about the differences between them and which one is the one you want to get, which one is the best. Let's begin. How are you doing, my friends? I'm Autodeal and welcome to the channel. I've been reviewing gadgets here on YouTube for the last couple of years now, and I invite you to join the channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Basically, all that I do is talk about gadgets and things that I order online, and I've done a lot of Tronsmart products, including Bluetooth speakers and headphones, so I'm really excited for this one. So first of all, let's do the world's quickest unboxing. As you can see, that's about it. All you're gonna get here is the case with the earphones themselves, and also you're gonna get a bunch of adapters, depends on the size of your ear. You're gonna get the medium size installed already, and you're gonna get larger sized ones, larger sized buds, and also smaller sized. You're also gonna get the manual, which is kind of comprehensive, and also the USB-C cable. So there's everything you're gonna need to use this device. But the big thing here is that Tronsmart are constantly upgrading, and with this device we are seeing sterilization features. That means that you get UV light inside, and you're gonna get this blinking LEDs over here. That means that when the case is closed, it's basically sterilizing the buds, so making it so that it's gonna be safer to use. And I like that. I've seen that in other earphones, but not ones that cost as cheap as Tronsmart. This is the big feature here, and that's number one. But I want to talk about the big things for me, because I think there are more upgrades here that are worth mentioning other than actually the sterilization feature. And because I've been using a lot of the Tronsmart products, I think the big one here is that they changed the way that the earbuds work. So finally we are seeing a physical button on the buds themselves. This is actually a button manufactured by Panasonic, which means that it's not gonna be painful for you to press on it. They've really done a lot of work here into the design of the buds themselves. So when you press on it, you don't feel like it's going into your brain like you see with many other bud design earbuds. And I love that. And I think that finally having a physical product, physical button, is gonna be so nice to have, because when we had the touch button on the older Tronsmart devices, you would click on it non-stop, especially when you wanted to take it out of the ears and just put it back. By the way, sorry for my English, that's not my first language, but in the end I'm trying my best to not destroy the language while I'm making these reviews. So the physical button, for me, that's one of the biggest things, but also in terms of design, we are seeing that we have a smaller case. I like that a lot, because I'm always throwing my earbuds or earphones into my back pocket or whatsoever. So you're gonna feel that, especially if you have the other Tronsmart products. You're gonna feel that this one is smaller, it has a different design, and I like the plastic quality also. It feels like a higher quality plastic, it looks better, and also I do feel like they removed a bit, in terms of design, they removed much of the sound that used to be when the case closes itself. And it feels like there's been a lot of thought into making the new case. The Tronsmart Free is also IPX7 Waterproof graded. That means that you can go deep 1 meter in the water and swim with it, so that's just amazing. So for people that have been waiting for something that's gonna have a higher waterproof rating, that's the best we've seen for now from Tronsmart, and I really like that. I'm going to swim a lot during these summer days, so IPX7 on this is a huge feature and a huge upgrade from the older models. The battery here is just crazy. We're getting 35 hours of battery time, and each time you're gonna take out the buds themselves, you're gonna get 7 hours. You also have a quick charge functionality. That means that when you put it back in the case, 5 minutes of charging in the case is going to provide you with 2 hours of listening time. So you're going to get a lot when it comes to battery life. There's a 500 milliamps battery in this case, so it's larger than everything that we have seen before. And if that is important for you, you will not have to charge this product for a long time. Especially if you, for me, for example, listening like 7 hours a day, you can you can have the entire week without charging and only charge it on the weekend. In terms of control, there's a lot going on here. We talked about the physical buttons, but we can now also increase and decrease the volume. This is new. It wasn't in the older Tronsmart bud models. And basically double clicking on the physical button is gonna increase the volume if you press on the right earphone and decrease the volume if you press on the left one. So it's for me, it's a dream come true because I was really waiting for that feature. I was seeing that in many other earphone models, and finally we are also seeing that over here. And also there's a lot of different options you can do with the clicking mechanism. For example, you can turn on the assistant. You can change tracks by triple clicking on the physical button. And obviously you can also answer phone calls and reject them. For example, if you do want to reject a phone call, just long press on one of the buttons. If you want to answer, short press, and you're gonna basically answer the phone call. And speaking about phone call quality, we're also gonna do a bunch of tests during this video, so stick with me. And I also found some negatives. With this model, so stick with me for that too. Regarding the quality and the sound quality, we see here that we have 6mm drivers on it. That means that you're gonna get really balanced sound. I really like the sound quality on this earphones, and also I think it's probably the best from what I've heard in terms of Tronsmart. I feel like it's the best sound quality. It does have bass on it. It does have a balanced sound, but like always with these in-ear earphones, I wish there was more bass. It's not like an over-ear earphones where we have, or headphones where we have a large driver that basically has a lot of oomph to it. So here we miss that, but in the end it provides a great audio quality and the best we've seen, especially at that price range on the channel. By the way, like always, links in the description of this video below for more information and pricing, and if there are any deals for these earphones, I'm always putting them in the description below, so check that too if you want to see pricing information. So I want to do a quick testing of the earphones with you. It's not gonna really give you the experience of having them in your ears, but just gonna showcase through my microphone how the sound sounds like. Also when making phone calls. Let's try it right now.
To show you guys how it sounds like when I use the built-in microphone on the headphones just to call someone else. So that's how I'm being heard right now on somebody's cell phone while I'm talking to him. I hope you like the phone quality. If not, let me know in the comments below. And reminding you, this is recorded via the speakerphone on the phone itself, so it might not sound correct as it is in real life.
Before we talk about the negatives, I want to point out another thing. These are the most comfortable earbuds that I have tested, or earphones that I have tested. I really like the Earbud Design or the Bud Design. I think it's the best from overall all of the other options. So in terms of if comfort is important for you and you're mainly using earphones for listening to music, you're gonna really enjoy these. When it comes to phone quality, they do a good job, but they don't have a full microphone array like we are seeing with the Onyx Ace. So if phone quality is important for you, you might want to consider having the Onyx Ace, and I'm going to have a review for it soon on the channel, so stick with me and subscribe if you haven't done so already. So I do want to talk about the negatives here. The first one is that we don't have a sensor. When you put these into your ear, basically, it doesn't know that it's been inserted. So when I do take it out and I have a music playback going on, it's not gonna stop the music. I did see that with the Xiaomi earphones, for example, we have that sensor that stops the music when you take it out. So it doesn't happen here. And if you got used to it, you're gonna have to get used to it, to living without it, because it's not gonna be here. The second thing here is that with older phone models that don't have compatibility with aptX or with Qualcomm 3020, which is the chipset on this device, there are gonna be sound problems when making phone calls. From my experience, this happens from 20 devices on one, but still, if you do have an older phone, check online before you buy, so you'll see that other people haven't complained about sound quality. I do know that if you do have these kind of problems, it's gonna happen when you make phone calls. I personally don't have them, and it's gonna happen when you make phone calls, and the other side that you make the phone call with is gonna hear you on a low quality or low volume. So that's the problem we are talking about. So it's basically on the microphone compatibility with your mobile phone, whatever. This is the issue. So it happens on some phones. If it happens to you, try the earphones on another mobile phone and you'll see that it doesn't happen. So it depends on the phone you use it. But all in all, if you're into listening to music, it's still gonna work really well. That's it. That's the only two negatives I've found. Some phones have compatibility issues, especially older ones, and we don't have a sensor that lets you know and stop the music when basically you take it out of your ears. Tronsmart has done it again. Other than that, it's the best earphones, Bluetooth earphones that I have tested on the channel, and I really invite you to try them out, especially when talking about pricing. These have the price of something that usually costs 5 times more or even more. So check the description below for more information and pricing. The Tronsmart Free, these are the best. So if you do ask me questions on other videos like which one should I get, because I did review a lot of the Tronsmart earphone devices, this one is the best. That's it. Just get the Tronsmart Free. I think it's the best. If you really care about audio quality, try the Free. They are also the Ace. This is the Free. They are also doing a good job, and I'm gonna have a review for that too. I do believe that because these are they have so many more features, including the physical buttons. These are worthwhile a lot more than these. So thank you very much for watching, and like always, I'm putting 2 videos over here for you to watch. I hope you'll enjoy them. If you enjoyed this one, I'm sure you do, and another one over here to my side. Also, I do invite you to subscribe so you'll see my review of the Tronsmart Ace, which is going to be really soon on the channel. Thank you very much for watching. I was Rodrigo. Bye bye.